Hey everybody, Sick this year again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And guess what? I have air conditioning. About damn time. It's still pretty warm in the house. I'm actually sweating a bit right now. It's still 85 degrees in the house. The house has been over 100 degrees for the past 3 days, so it's taken a while to cool off. But at least we finally have air conditioning. As far as what I bought, what I watched today, I didn't buy anything because I only left the house in the morning to go to work around 11, 12 o'clock. The air conditioning guy called me, said he was on his way to come fix the air conditioning, and then that took him 7 hours. It took forever. So I basically just sat around the house and watched some stuff, watched some TV, watched some movies. So yeah, didn't really leave the house today except to go to work. So I didn't buy anything, but like I said, I did watch some stuff, so let's get down to it. First thing I watched today was Sesame Street, 20 Years and Still Counting. This was great. It's a TV special from back in 1989, talks about the first 20 years of Sesame Street. It's not just a clip show or anything like that. This actually goes into detail explaining to you how Sesame Street evolved, where it came from. You know, they interview people like Jim Henson and some of the other people who helped create it. And it really gets into, what Sesame Street is all about. And I think that's really cool, but at the same time they do show clips, like some of the greatest clips from Sesame Street. So I think it's really cool, great documentary. And the best thing about this, it made me realize Sesame Street is funny. I don't watch Sesame Street anymore. I mean, I'm 28. I just never thought Sesame Street was really something that I still want to watch. And I don't know if it is something I still want to watch. I don't really know how Sesame Street is these days. But old school Sesame Street is so funny. I was cracking up laughing watching this. Some of the clips were so funny. I was just really impressed how well this is stand up and how much, as a 28-year-old, I'm laughing at Sesame Street. But they said something in this that really made sense, and that was the creators didn't just create this for kids. They created it so adults could watch it with their kids. So there are a lot of jokes that aren't raunchy or anything like that, but that kind of are for adults, to make the adults enjoy it, to make the adults laugh. And I definitely did. I thought this was great. I'm definitely going to start watching a lot more Sesame Street. The only other Sesame Street DVD I own is the 40-year anniversary or something of all their music, or I forget. It's the anniversary disc that features a bunch of the best of their music. And I have watched that. That's great. But I really want to get the Sesame Street Old School Volume 1 and Volume 2 DVDs they released a while back, because this was great. It's rejuvenated my interest in Sesame Street. I am definitely a huge fan. And, why not? It's Muppets. I love the Muppets. I love Jim Henson. So kind of makes sense that I'm getting on Sesame Street again. So this was hilarious. A great special again. Just telling you about where Sesame Street came from. You learn a lot. And it features a bunch of great clips, and it's classic. It's Sesame Street. So $5 at Walmart. I definitely say pick it up and check it out. It's worth it. The last thing I watched today was 30 Days a Night, Dark Days. This was horrible. Do not see this. I'll give you the plot here in a nutshell, because it's very small synopsis on the back, and this will tell you exactly what the movie's about, so you can understand why it's stupid. Almost a year has passed since Barrow, Alaska's population was decimated by vampires. Stella, mourning her husband's murder, has been traveling the world trying to convince others that vampires exist. When a group of lost souls offer her a chance to exact revenge upon the vampire queen, Stella joins their mission to stop evil from striking again. So yeah, Stella going on a mission to tell the world about vampires, and then ends up instead joining this team of vampire hunters. They go around killing vampires, trying to kill the queen bee vampire. Completely just ridiculous. Such a stupid plot. I'm sure it took them about a whole 5 minutes to write this movie. Just stupid. Full of every movie cliche you could possibly think of. I'm pretty sure they just went off a checklist and just, checked every cliche off and made sure they got everyone in. Just so stupid. Just the ending of this was ridiculously dumb. Stella, who plays a badass throughout the whole movie, just taking, no gruff from anybody, and she's just killing all the vampires, thinks all vampires should die. If your friend turns into a vampire, who cares? Kill him. I mean, she even does that at one point in the movie, and she's yelling at this guy to kill his friend because his friend turned into a vampire. So she plays this badass chick, and in the middle of the movie, you find out that they can resurrect vampires as long as the head's still on the vampire, even after they're all burned up and ashy. You can just pour blood into their mouth, and they'll come back to life, which plays no purpose in the movie whatsoever. I mean, it doesn't help the plot. They don't bring it up ever again. They just kind of show it to you, and they're like, oh no, that sucks, and then it never comes back again. Except for at the very end, in a completely pointless scene where Stella goes back to Alaska after, they've already stopped the vampires and killed the queen bee and everything. So she goes back to Alaska, digs up her dead husband, slits her wrist open, pours the blood into the husband's mouth, and brings the husband back to life, which is just completely pointless and completely against her character. I mean, why would she bring him back to life? Yeah, she misses him, but she seems more badass than that. She knows he's going to be a vampire. In fact, the last scene, they're hugging. It pans to the husband's face. His eyes are all black, and he's got the vampire teeth. He bites into her neck, and that's the end of the movie. So, what? I mean, what kind of ending was that? It made no sense. I'm pretty sure they just tacked it on. I don't know if they tacked it on because they realized that in the middle of the movie where they mentioned that vampires come back to life, I don't know if they went, crap, we never brought that up again. I don't know if they just threw that on the end just to bring it up again or what. I don't know. It seemed like a really stupid, pointless ending. This movie was just horrible. I would say definitely don't check it out. Worst movie I've ever seen? No. Did I feel like I wasted an hour and a half of my life? Not necessarily. When I was done the movie, it's just kind of those times where you just go, like you're not like, yeah, that was great, or that was the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not really worth checking out. If you're a big horror buff, maybe you want to see it then, but even then, it's not a very good movie at all. It's not even one of those movies that's like so bad it's good. It's just kind of like, it's just stupid. So, as a completist, I have to get it. I have to own it, because, gotta own all the prequels and sequels and everything, and I love 30 Days a Night, so that was great. But this movie, just not worth seeing. If you really do want to see it, I say just try to rent it for, like, from Netflix or Redbox or something for, like, $1. And, but if you really, really, really must own it, $5 at Walmart, so decent price. But 30 Days a Night, Dark Days, not very good. I say stay away. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Again, like I said, didn't buy anything. I was at work and then home the rest of the day watching somebody fix a air conditioning unit. But I did check out Sesame Street, 20 Years and Still Counting. Great, great TV special. I'm a huge Sesame Street fan. I'm definitely going to get back into them now that I've watched this. It's great. $5 at Walmart. Definitely check that out. And the last thing I watched was 30 Days a Night, Dark Days. This sucked, but again, $5 at Walmart. So if you really want it, it's not that expensive. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya. A documentary, but they give you